Since 1947, the internal borders of India have been in a constant state of flux. States split, merge, and rename themselves year after year. When studying, most aspirants try to memorize the final map. That is a recurring pitfall. Examiners don't test you on what the map looks like. They test you on the constitutional machinery that actually draws it. This animation shows the core difference. On the left is a federation, states taped together by a mutual agreement. On the right is a union, interlocking puzzle pieces. When drafting the Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar explicitly chose the phrase Union of States. He argued that the Indian Union is not the result of an agreement among the states, and therefore no state has the right to secede from it. The puzzle cannot be broken apart. This diagram reveals a specific detail examiners love to target. The Union of India is the inner circle. It only includes the states. The territory of India is the wider circle, encompassing states, union territories, and any land the government might acquire in the future. To master how this territory is managed, you only need to memorize a 4-word roadmap. 1. Name. 2. New. 3. Change. 4. Schedule. Internalizing this framework allows you to predict how these articles will be tested before you even open the question paper. We start with Article 1. Parliament can increase, decrease, or alter the boundaries and names of existing states. The process starts with a recommendation from the President, goes to the relevant state legislature for their opinion, and finally heads to Parliament. Notice the X over the state legislature box. Parliament asks for the state's views, but they are not bound to accept them. They can bypass state objections entirely. Because the central government holds this ultimate power, India is classified as an indestructible union of destructible states. Finally, Article 4 Schedule. This provision dictates that any changes performed under Articles 2 and 3 only require a simple majority in Parliament. A formal constitutional amendment is not required. But that raises a critical legal paradox. If Parliament can alter internal borders easily, can they also give away land to a foreign nation? In 1960, the central government attempted to cede the Berubari Union Territory to Pakistan. The Supreme Court blocked the move. They ruled that the power to diminish the area of a state does not extend to ceding Indian territory. Doing so requires a formal constitutional amendment under Article 368. The government had to pass the Ninth Amendment Act specifically to authorize the transfer. The power dynamic is specific. Parliament can dissolve an internal state line with a simple majority, but erasing a national border requires the full weight of Article 368. Let's apply those articles to history. In 1947, the landmass was fractured into 552 independent princely states. Integrating them into a single republic required highly coordinated logistical and military operations. Almost immediately, citizens demanded states organized by language. The government formed the Dhar Commission in 1948 to investigate. Use the mnemonic Dhar equals don't divide by language. The commission recommended reorganization based on administrative convenience instead. Public pressure forced the creation of the JVP Committee, consisting of Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Pattabhi Sitaramaiah. The mnemonic here, just verify practicality. These leaders also concluded that language was not a viable basis for statehood at that time. Demands peaked in 1952 when activist Poti Sri Ramalu died after a 56-day hunger strike for a Telugu-speaking state. In 1953, the government relented, creating Andhra as the first state based on linguistic lines. The government then formed the Fazal Ali Commission to redraw the map. The mnemonic here, Fazal equals finally accept zones and languages. They officially accepted language as the primary factor for reorganization. The map continued to evolve. In the year 2000, 3 major splits occurred, tracked using the CUJ mnemonic. First is Chhattisgarh, next is Uttarakhand, and finally Jharkhand. State names shifted as well under Article 3. Madras became Tamil Nadu, Mysore became Karnataka. Orissa was updated to Odisha. Every one of these changes is the physical realization of Article 3. The destructible states concept is a permanent feature of Indian governance. Let's test this framework on a past year question from the 2024 CDS exam. The question asks, which one of the following terms was used for the states in the draft constitution presented by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? By understanding the mechanical difference between a federation of agreement and an inseparable union, the answer is immediate: a union of states. At New Careers Academy, we prioritize the historical mechanics and specific examiner traps that define the Indian polity section. Established in 1967, NCA has produced over 39,000 selections. We focus on the story behind the statutes to ensure you are prepared for how these questions are actually phrased. To test your preparation, download the 50-question PYQ Master Bank PDF linked in the description. Master the structure of the Constitution to master the exam. Jai Hind.